Donald Trump has won a second term as president, completing an astonishing political comeback. He is the first candidate since the late 1800s to successfully make a bid to return to the White House after losing a re-election.
We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy?
He has survived an unprecedented set of circumstances, multiple criminal indictments, one criminal conviction, an assassin's bullet, and even a switch of his opponent in the middle of the race.
Kamala Harris.
Trump has been the face of the Republican Party for nearly a decade now, and in a lot of ways, his blunt force approach to politics appears to have lost some of its shock value. For millions of Americans who have been disillusioned with the political system, his chaotic approach has become a selling point. Trump sought to tap into the fears and concerns of Americans about the economy and about immigration. He's promised the biggest wave of deportations in American history and sweeping tariffs.
And as we rescue our economy, I will also restore our borders.
He's talked about disentangling from global conflicts and the possibility of deploying the military domestically.
The bigger problem is the enemy from within, and it should be very easily handled by, if necessary, by National Guard, or if really necessary, by the military.
For roughly half the country, Trump's return represents a dark turn for American democracy. He last left office reluctantly. There was not a peaceful transfer of power. Now, as he's campaigned again for the White House, he sought to undermine trust in some core American institutions, including the judicial system, the independent press, and people's trust in the results of elections. Vice President Kamala Harris tried to present a very different vision for the future, that she could represent a new generation of leadership for the country.
We are not going back. We are not going back.
The challenge for Harris is that she already is the current president's second in command. Donald Trump was able to successfully tie her to many of the unpopular policies of the current administration. This was a caustic 107-day campaign that was ugly and insult-filled. Trump and Harris clashed over wildly divergent views of not just the issues, but the nature of American democracy itself. This is the second time that Donald Trump has defeated a woman seeking the White House, 8 years after he beat Hillary Clinton in 2016. At age 78, Trump is now the oldest man ever elected president. He will also be the first person to serve as president who's a convicted felon. He is technically still awaiting sentencing later this month, at the same time that he's going to be ramping up a presidential transition.
I will never apologize for defending America.
Trump's enduring appeal helped him navigate a tough campaign that included warnings from senior officials in his administration who said he met the definition of a fascist. That label didn't stick for many voters. Instead, come January, he'll take office again as America's commander-in-chief.